Hello everybody, this is Ronar and welcome back for some more Beyond Legendary. So today we are on a mission to hack an objective all the way down here. This is gonna be our squad. So we got two unnamed members of the squad. Got our stealth snake over here as well as our, I think this is our frost snake right there. Over here we got Bobo, our holo targeting cannon user. She's more of an Overwatch oriented user and she also holo targets for the team. We got Tobata over here, who's our Dragoon. That is going to be our heavy weapons, shield support kind of unit. And then finally we have our Arsonist Isbal here. Flamethrowers and all that. Alright, let's begin. So, let's start by moving the Stealth Snake first, because the Stealth Snake has much better detection radiuses compared to everyone else. I do need to name these guys, so if you guys want a character, make sure to ask in the comments. We'll move all the way up to here. Alright, we got ourselves two groups of enemies. One right up ahead, Sectoid Observer and Salted Grub, followed by a Grub, and I believe it was an Advent Sentry up here. So how are we going to start this? I think the best way to start this off would be to set some people onto the high ground, maybe. I'll bring Bobo up to there. Maybe we'll grab Isbal, run him all the way towards the middle. I do want Isbal in position to start flamethrowering things. I think I'll throw Isbal maybe up there for now. Tobata is also going to come down here. And finally, I think we're going to put our shooting ice snake over here. Alright. Let's see how the aliens move. Next round we will begin. Ooh, is that the entire map all at once? I think so. This is a 7 to 9 enemy mission, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's like another group of 2 out there still. Here comes the sectoid and the whatever this thing's called, Salted Grub. Now, one thing that we have to keep in mind is that our flamethrower dude cannot burn the Sectoid Observer because the Sectoid has the Fortress perk. The Salted Grub, I believe, isn't completely shut down by burns either, and it also regens HP before the burn ticks down. So it's pretty much going to be useless for Isbal to try and get these guys. Isbal can try to shut down the sentry over there though, so that's probably the better play here. The other option is I can move Isbal all the way up this way so we can get ready to try and burn those guys up there. I'm thinking maybe we'll do just that. An Outrider Captain. I think there was a Stun Lancer in that group also. I think what we'll do is we're just going to keep our guys all up here. Most of our guys, at least.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
We'll bring Isbal just a little bit closer to the guys that are vulnerable to the fire, right back here. And then our Stealth Snake going to come up to here and stall for one more round. I think next round we go for it.
I'm on it.
I think next round. It's either next round or this round. Let's just throw out a holo target. I don't know if the Watchful Eye perk goes off on the enemy turns if we're in stealth. I'm just going to test it out right now just so I can be certain about how this works. I think we'll target maybe... let's target the sentry. Why not? Maybe it was better to target one of the guys down here. Alright, let's see if these enemies are going to be doing anything close to us. It seems like they aren't. They're staying pretty far out of reach for us, so we're going to hold our ground and not move forward. That way these guys don't activate. And we'll probably just start shooting at these guys this round. Okay, so it seems like they're not going to be doing anything here, so why don't we just begin by blasting them all with a nice little Plasma Blaster. Now, the Plasma Blaster, even though it sounds like it would be an explosive, it does actually affect the Observer who has the Fortress ability. So that's a good thing. And I think what we'll do is we'll holo target this sentry on the sides, so we could try to kill him off with Bobo over here with her Overwatch abilities when they start moving. Okay, and then maybe what we'll also do is we'll set up a shield protocol for somebody. Bobo's kind of like on a flanked position there, so let's give her a shield protocol. She's also got the least amount of HP compared to everyone else over here, so I don't think it's a bad idea to give her some bonuses. Just want to check out this lamppost, see if there's anything worth hacking in there. Doesn't seem like there is. Alright, let's begin.
Light 'em up!
Start off with our plasma blaster from right over here, get some damage off on that sectoid. And there we go. Another option I could have had was I could have hollow targeted the sectoid and then we would have shot the sectoid instead. Although I have a feeling we should be able to take care of the sectoid this round, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about the stuff on our left side here. Shot from Bobo over there, does actually down him. Nice work to Bobo. Alright then, we got the grub on our sides, and all that's left is to take care of these remaining fellas over here. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll have this snake over here try and down that grub with the first shot. Not gonna connect. We do also have the Bitterfrost Spit. I kind of want to save that Bitterfrost Spit for that group up there, so I'm gonna take another shot here and see if I can down this thing with a flush. Ah, not gonna get it. Alright, nice try, nice try. At the very least, it's far away from us, so it's not going to threaten us too much. Then after that, do I try to kill the Observer, or do I... I kind of want to come up here and flank this guy, but I'm not sure if we're going to activate the stuff back there. I think this round might just be like a safety round where we just kind of fall back and keep our distance from that sectoid. Now we have two choices here. We can either go for the flamethrower or we can go for the suppression. The suppression won't burn this guy, but it'll prevent him from having good accuracy against us. It eats up a lot of ammunition, and I feel like I'm going to need that ammo for the next round, so I'm going to go for the regular flamethrower here. Just get some damage off against this thing. And gonna miss again, dang. Alright, you guys. That's quite unfortunate. Let's come all the way down here and try to see if we can hit that other grub down there. We should be far enough away from these guys that we don't have to worry about them. Unfortunately, I still don't see them. That's unfortunate. I want to see if I could hit that other grub down there, but it seems like we can't. Alright, just take your shot, try to get some damage. It'll regen most of that damage, but we'll at least get some chip damage off against it. I could run back, but it'll still be able to get the flank on you anyways, so at this point I'd rather just get some actions off. Bobo is going to take that hit pretty well because of the shield protocol. And here comes a shot from the Abjurer, does miss, excellent. And here comes that other grub from earlier. It is going to be a double move. Will it get to do its poison bomb? It does not, excellent. And here comes the final enemy of the map. It is a drone, so that is all 8 enemies on the map accounted for. The last few are just the 3 up there ahead that we saw earlier.
I think I need some help.
Okay then, we have a couple of options here. We could try to control that thing, or shut it down. I could take a direct shot at something here. We might actually be able to take care of the grub. We have access to our Bitterfrost Spit. Oops, sorry. I want you to probably go for this drone because you've got armor piercing on your gun here. Alright, a little bit of chip damage against that thing. Shoot it one more time with that reverse fire. Not gonna connect. Our snake isn't doing too well in terms of shooting right now. You know what I should have done? I probably should have hollow targeted with Bobo, maybe. I know we definitely want to kill off that, that drone before it stuns someone. That's like the one thing I want to make sure that I do this round. I'm gonna run the snake all the way back here. It does put us pretty far away from those guys, but you're the only one that can pick up this loot. And after picking up that loot, you can try to get some more damage off against this. Oh, come on, you guys! Alright, you guys. Worst case scenario, I use the Haywire protocol to stun the drone so it doesn't get a chance to kill, or not kill, but stun our guys. But I was really hoping that we could just take care of this thing this round.
On my way.
See if we can get this thing down. Nice shot. I didn't use the hollow target because this thing has the... What's that perk called? It's called a moving target. It makes it harder for Overwatch shots to land against them. So I wanted to just really make sure that we could get that thing. Alright, and then after that, we will try to kill something around here, and we're also going to shield someone. I'm thinking if we are going to shield someone, we're going to shield... You two both have a point of armor, so I don't think you guys need shielding. I think if somebody needs shielding, it would probably be that snake up there. Let's go shield our stealth snake over here. There we go, and we'll try to down that grub down there. Not gonna be a kill, unfortunately. I do want to get loot from that grub. There might be loot on it, so I could attack it with my flamethrower guy, but that would destroy it. I kind of don't want to destroy it, if I can help it. We should probably get rid of at least one grub. We'll run Isbal all the way up here. We're also going to chuck out our evac zone so we can get it a little bit closer to the objective. And get ready to leave soon.
This is Firebrand. Evac request.
Alright, I think we do have to kill at least one of these guys. Hopefully we didn't lose any loot. Oh, there was loot. Tragic. It could have been an Illyrium core, no! Alright, unfortunately that is going to activate a one-action stun on our flamethrower guy. So he won't be able to move, but he can still take an action next round. Alright, now then, can we take care of these guys? Starting off with our snake, let's take a quick reload. We can try to get a hit against this thing, so let's start with that. One shot. And probably our stealth snake comes up from behind. We could also run you up to here and try to flank that sectoid. Not a bad idea either. Let's just make sure that we can kill this thing first, though. One more shot, see if we can take care of it. Finally got rid of it, and it did drop loot. Excellent. Got ourselves a speed loader and some meld.
Realize I'm just gonna keep this right.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. What I'm gonna do next is I'm probably just going to heal you so you don't take any more tick damage. And then we're going to bring our snake down to the sides. But it seems like we might be activating something because I wasn't able to tab. And we do. Alright, we got ourselves an Outrider Captain. I'm very scared of that Stun Lancer back there. Stun Lancer is actually kind of scary. I might go for the Poison Spit if I can reach it, but I can't. Ooh. That's kind of questionable. I'm very scared of that Stun Lancer. That guy can really, really mess someone up. If not careful. Oh, that Stun Lancer is in a really... You guys haven't seen before, these Stun Lancers, they come with a lot of brand new perks, and their damage output is off the rails here. 4 to 7 damage plus Blade Master, that's 5 to 8 damage on one melee attack. And if they down a person, they get untouchable, making them an even bigger nightmare. I'm pretty certain we're far enough away that the Stun Lancer can't reach us. Hopefully. We're just gonna back away and hope that's the case, I think. I think that's the best thing we've got. We just back away and hope that they don't get to reach us. Meanwhile, I'm gonna run Bobo back a bit, maybe. Alright, well, you're on this flank and you have the hit and run ability, or not hit and run, but the reposition ability. So let's just take that shot first. See if we land a kill. If we don't land a kill, that's fine. At the very least, we can just get you out of this position, somewhere safe. And then we're going to take our Arsonist. We don't get a chance to heal this round because I need to just create a bit more distance between us and the Stun Lancer. Alright, and we got 4 more rounds before we have to turn around, so that's something else to keep in mind. I'm gonna see if I can hollow target, maybe... Yeah, I think we just hollow target the Observer and see if we can kill him on the subsequent Overwatch shot with Watchful Eye. Outrider Captain is going to mark our snake. The snake is shielded, so that's good. It would have actually been a bigger problem if they marked Bobo, because Bobo's only got like half cover and like she's missing a lot of health right now. Or not a lot, but a decent amount of health. Here comes the Lancer. Take another shot. Gonna miss. Excellent. And here comes the Observer. We do down him. Nice shot from Bobo. Beautiful work. Alright then. Let's continue moving upwards with our Dragoon. We need to be right about here. Apparently we can hack the objective right through that window from this tile over here. That's something to keep in mind. We will make sure to do that when we get the chance. I think we also need to get our snake up there and maybe drop a Bitter Frost Spit so that Stun Lancer can't actually approach our team, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. We drop the Bitter Frost Spit on these guys. So let's start by moving with our snake first. Our Overwatch Runner snake. We need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles closer. 1, 2, 3. I don't think this is enough. I think I have to be here. I am kind of scared about the Lancer, though. We can drop the poison in multiple ways. I think this is the best way to do it. There we go. Get some poison on those fellows. This is a slightly stronger version of the poison. I could run somebody else. Somebody has to run that Overwatch. I think we run this guy over here, mostly because this guy's got armor and shielding, and I want this guy to be at full HP when he approaches the... or when... Is it like he or a she? I think all ice snakes are he's. The ice snakes are he's, and every other variant of snake should be considered a she. So yeah, I want that guy to have more HP when he runs in. They're also poisoned, so they have less of a chance of hitting us, too. Let's get the blue snake up here. Go down this, and that should keep them very well locked down. Between the chill and the poison, their mobility should be like, what, 8 mobility, 8 mobility. Yeah, they've got like pretty much no mobility, so we're in a good spot here. And I can try to get a kill on that Lancer right up there, so let's have Bobo take a reload and holo target that Lancer one more time. Actually, no. If we holo target the Lancer, if he moves, he's got lightning reflexes, so our Overwatch is pretty much useless. Let's instead mark the Outrider Captain. Keep that guy locked down for just a bit. And hopefully that Lancer doesn't do anything too scary to us. I can Overwatch with you, so that's something we should be doing probably. I can either shoot or Overwatch. I think I just shoot, because that guy has lightning reflexes. We'll try to down him if we can. Oh! Oh wait, he'll die from the poison! Perfect! That's obviously what I planned, of course. Genius Ronar strikes again. Alright, and then after that, I think we run you forward and we Overwatch you. So if this trooper in the back moves first, we can try to burn him with our Overwatch. He's dead. Good. This guy's not dead, unfortunately, but hopefully this trooper will be the one to move first. Unfortunately not. Man, all the way back, outside of the range of our holo targeter's Overwatch. That's right, Bobo. We got some shielding over here. Able to take that hit. Alright, let's get down to this corner over here with Tobata. Tobata is going to get ready to do the hack. Oh, wrong hack. PCS and watch list. The basic PCSs don't really sell for a lot, and they're usually not very useful, so we're going to go for the watch list, which I believe is an extra rebel in our haven here. We'll start with a system infiltration to increase our chances of getting it, and next round we should be able to go for it. The Outrider Captain will die from that poison, so we can pretty much ignore that guy. We just need to deal with the Advent Trooper. We can attempt to engage this guy in a firefight. I guess we could try that flush for now, just to try to get some chip damage off against him. Not gonna connect. Nice try. Overwatch with you. And maybe we'll have Bobo move a bit. I kind of want to keep Bobo on high ground so she has slightly better accuracy against these guys. What I think I'll do is I'll medkit heal her so she's at full HP. She'll take a little bit less injuries if she gets shot by this guy. And finally, we have our snake over here. Unfortunately, this snake doesn't really get to do too much useful stuff here. I'll just have you reload. You've got a lot of HP, so out of all the people, you could actually take hits the best. I think what I'll do is I'll run this snake maybe all the way up to here. It is capable of running Overwatch because it has the Shadow Step ability. Here comes that Advent Trooper. Gonna try Overwatching our snake. Quickly grab the objective before we lose out on it. One more hack defense decrease. And let's see if we can get our reward. Obata, can you do it, man? It would be really nice to have this. Oh no, this isn't the extra rebel, this is reduced contact cost. Still very good. I'm very... I'm very happy about this, and the way to gauge how useful this is imagine if a region cost 100 intel. 33% of that downed is 33 intel, so how much do you value 33 intel? I'd say this is quite valuable because the large intel cache, I believe, is only worth 20 intel, so this is actually bigger than a large intel cache in a sense. And we do get it, nice! Beautiful work to Tobata here. Now let's go finish off this trooper and get out of here. How do we get to that trooper? I think we'll start by having the snake run up to a flank on this guy. We have the reposition ability, so this should be just fine. Take that shot. Put a bit of chip damage on this guy and get rid of his overwatch. We're also going to reposition you to grab that loot. There we go, a little bit of loot. And then after that, we just gotta figure out how we're going to take care of this guy. There's not really much else most of our other guys can do, so we'll just try to take a shot and land it. Take your uncertain actions first. If they do land, then you don't have to really think too hard about it. And if they don't land, you're gonna have to figure out something else. I'm probably just gonna go for a counter suppression.
It's the only way.
And we'll also bring Bobo down here and hit him with a nice little hollow target. Now, I believe he's far enough away that he can run backwards without triggering Bobo's Overwatch, but at the very least, if he runs away, either he can't shoot at us, or he gets tagged by the flamethrower and dies. See which one he goes for? He goes for just a regular shot. Does connect! Did that down him, though? Not yet. He's being suppressed, so his accuracy is pretty low, and we should be able to finish him off with our Stealth Snake next round. Alrighty then. Finish him off, please. There we go. Alright, and then all that's left is for us to go home. Get out of here, you guys.
Got it.
Reinforcements will not be on time to stop us from escaping. I don't believe this is anything relevant. No, it was not.
Copy that.
Alright, good job to our squad. You guys did excellently. Took a bit of chip damage there. But that's what armor is for.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
And that was a very good mission. I'll see you guys back in base. Alright then, and welcome back to the Bradford Ranger. Let's go promote all of our soldiers over here. We're going to be taking Predator for that extra bit of accuracy and crit chance. Over here we have Isbal. Isbal is going to be grabbing that accurate reaction for the more accurate flamethrowers whenever he uses chemthrower suppression. And finally, Bobo over here is going to be taking her Overlord ability. When an ally fails to kill a target that we've hollow targeted, we'll take an extra reaction shot at them. There we go. Alright then, let's head back into our Geoscape and figure out what we need to do here. Okay, so back in the Geoscape. We don't have a resistance ring yet, so we don't get to do anything with that. This is almost completed. Forgive me if I'm like refreshing myself here. I was out for like an entire week, and if you're wondering why this video is up, it's because I pre-recorded a lot of stuff. Like, what I do is I sit down on a weekend and I just play like 10 missions in a row, and then I just turn all of those into videos that I can just auto-upload every single day of the week for you guys. So let's see. I think we have... How's our roster doing? Do we have a lot of people available? Yeah, we have a lot of people available, so that's good. Okay, there we go. We have a decent amount of people available. We are picking up this engineer. Is there anything else? Is there anything else we needed to do around here? I think everything is currently being run. Well, let's finish up on this engineer. No targets. Extract advent supplies. That's a good mission. Let's go do that real quick. Oh god, the Warlock is calling us again. Bradford! How many times do I have to tell you, hang up on them when they call me on the comms? But Commander, what if it's something important? No, Bradford, never pick up when it's like the Nigerian prince scam. As soon as someone tells you they're a Nigerian prince, you automatically hang up. Okay, let's get a squad over here. Now, I think someone on our YouTube comments from a few videos ago asked for a character. Let me go see if I can find out what they wanted their character named as. Embers of Flame, or Embers if it's too long. Let's see if we can actually fit that. Embers of Flame. Ah, so close to being able to fit. Alright, so we'll give you Embers here. Embers. Flame. Okay, there you go. Sorry I couldn't get you a fire character like you wanted, but right now these are the only ones available here. But hopefully you'll like your snake though. The stealth snake is a really cool soldier, so I'm thinking you'll like him quite a bit as they start ranking up more and more. Now let's throw our Hell Knight in here. Followed by... Is this a hack mission? No, it's not. This is a mission where we need a stealth unit though, because I believe... No, this isn't a stealth mission. So if it says smash and grab, then you need a stealther because it doesn't start with concealment. I believe this one starts with concealed starts, so... for this type of mission, I think we want a team that can move pretty quickly. Something like the Frost Purifier. These guys can do pretty well in high movement environments. Maybe we'll also bring along... We'll bring along the Mutant Trooper. Give Arn a mission to train up. And one final person... I think we'll give the last lot to maybe one of our sharpshooters. I do want to start training them up just a little bit, so it wouldn't hurt to just get this guy going. I think Rick is going to become our hollow targeter sharpshooter. Well, let's start gearing our guys up. I'm going to switch you over to an auto sniper rifle. I don't believe we finished building or researching laser weapons, right? Yeah, we haven't. Probably remembering the Scream campaign where we had all that going. This gun does a little bit more damage right now, so I'm just going to give you this gun for now. Although, since we're turning you into a melee mutant, I believe, just make sure that is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm turning you into a melee mutant, so eventually we're going to switch you over to the rifle, but for now you're going to hold on to the cannon, though. Got our hunting shotgun, we've got our Viper over here. Okay, I think everyone's pretty much loaded up and ready to go. Let me give Ladonnell over here some nanoscaling. That way Ladonnell doesn't die, because Ladonnell doesn't take cover. He can only rely on his built-in defense stats. He's got like a built-in 29 defense and 25, or 29 dodge and 25 defense. So it's like he's stuck in half cover permanently. And we do want to make sure that a soldier like this has plenty of HP so they don't die. Our sharpshooter over here, we have two ways of playing this person out. We can actually treat them like a regular sharpshooter, or I can treat them like a rookie with 2 grenades and just run them in and bomb things. I'm going to give you the 2 grenades just in case you can't find a good sniping spot on this map. Everyone else should be okay here. Let me just get a few more nanoscales on these guys just to make them a little bit bulkier. One more nanoscaling on this guy. We do have that nanoscale vest, excellent. Alright, we've got a pretty bulky squad. Everyone here has at least 8 HP except for the sharpshooter, who's going to be all the way in the back line. Sounds good. Let's get you guys out there.
Sky Ranger in position for deployment.
Alright then, these guys are out. Let's go back over here, continue scanning for that engineer. Meanwhile, we're just going to wait for those missions to finish infiltrating there. Okay, so we have our very first base defense. So this is going to be a protect the data tap. The data tap mission is okay, let me just quickly slot these guys in. So that engineer is going to go over to... I think we're just going to start working on the power coil. I want to get this laboratory up as soon as possible. Okay, so the data tap mission. These missions will spawn as a counter to whatever missions our rebels are doing here. So if you guys are on intel, a type of mission called a data tap will spawn where you have to defend a objective thingy. It's very similar to that vanilla mission where you have to defend a little object in the middle of the map. You have to get up there, kill all the enemies, and stop them from destroying it. There's other variations of this type of mission also. So for example, if you had a guy in supplies, you'd get a supply version of a defense. And there's also a recruit version of the defense. The recruit and the supply ones are very annoying to do, so I tend not to do them. But they are doable, but it's just like more trouble. I prefer to just keep people on intel if we haven't liberated the region yet. And yeah. There's also another variation called a retaliation, which is just as long as you're doing any sort of job, Advent will just immediately retaliate on you after a certain amount of time. If you don't want to deal with any of these types of defense missions, hiding is the only way to do it, but of course, if you're hiding, you're not getting any other resources out of that, so it's advised that you don't just go into hiding. Now then, this type of mission, all defense missions will also come with the Chosen, so this will be our very first time dealing with the Chosen here. And you guys are going to be in for a treat when you guys see how these Chosen are. They're very stacked compared to their vanilla counterparts, and they only get stronger as the campaign goes. It's like the opposite of vanilla, where you eventually outscale the aliens. In Beyond Legendary, the aliens are going to outscale you really quickly if you don't take care of them. Now then, let's get a squad going. I don't have a very big squad though. Let's see. We have a Shiv that's currently being repaired, so this Shiv won't be at full HP. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 people available, plus 2 more over here if I take them out of their havens. Although I think one of them is stuck in the current mission that we're doing, right? Yeah, this person can't be taken out. They're going to be on the mission defending the rebels over here. It's a bit hard to explain without just showing you guys, so next video you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm going to take Isabel. What's her name? Isabel? Wati. Okay. We're going to take Wati out and get them into this mission really quick. Now, I don't remember which Chosen here. It says Warlock, I think? Okay, let's just autofill the squad because I think that's all 8 of our people. Pretty sure no one else can fit in here, right? Oh no, apparently we do have enough people to run no machines. Okay, that's a good thing. And we have a full squad then. Oh, this guy's tired though. We do have this gorilla. I don't want to exert any of our soldiers right now, if I can help it. It would be better to just have them available for other missions in the future. Now then, let's start re-gearing some of these guys over here. We're going to start with our primary weapons first. Sometimes, whenever I'm trying to gear people up, I just kind of erratically pick random stuff, but it gets kind of confusing if I do that. So I'm going to try to go in a sort of orderly way of doing it so you guys can also keep up. So we're going to start with the primary weapons. Hunting shotgun for the gorilla. This is going to be our stealth hollow targeting shotgunner. They have an ambush kind of loadout. The shinobi over here. Stealth soldier, SMG for lower detection. Wati over here. The ranger is just going to carry the assault rifle. I think that's fine. I'm going to give you the old world assault rifle. It comes with a scope pre-attached to it. Over here, hunting shotgun on Jane Kelly is just fine. Assault rifle on our rook, that's okay. I might switch this out with, nah, I think I prefer the assault rifle. I think I like the assault rifle on this guy. We got a dragoon over here with the cannon. Auto sniper on this sharpshooter down here, good. That's all you've got. Alright, primary weapons complete. Next up is our secondary weapons. Now, since we finished up hybrid materials, we actually do have the ability to build some alloy swords. Do I want to get some extra alloy swords on you guys? I might want to do that. I don't want to build too many because even though it's only 5 credits, that does start to build up if you start spending recklessly. And it also costs some alloys too, so I kind of want to hold off on that. Every alloy is like, I think 1 suit of armor costs like 5 alloys later on. So I want to make sure that I just save up as many alloys as possible if I want to gear up my entire squad with armor. So I might not give you an extra sword here. Let me take a look just to make sure. I think we'll be fine without a sword. I think we'll be fine. Let's just grab everything else. Jane Kelly's kind of low on mobility. I kind of want her to be a bit faster. Do we have a PCS for that? We do not. Then what we'll do is we're going to remove equipment from Jane Kelly so she can move just a little bit faster. She doesn't have an SMG compared to other types of sword units, so she's going to be a little bit slower if I give her a full set of equipment. Over here on Shinan, Shinan, what do I do with you? I do want to have some nano scaling on you. You're kind of a tank unit, but you don't have a lot of health right now, so I probably want to just build a little bit of extra stuff. One more nano scale for Shinan over here. There we go, get you built up a little bit more in terms of health. Since you're sort of a midline kind of unit, I'm going to give you a medkit so you can help medkit people up if they are in danger. I think you're fine the way you are. Sharpshooters should be fine the way they are. They don't need extra HP, and like I said, if things get close to them, I want them to be able to do something, so I give them both grenades. Maybe one medkit so they can medkit people if necessary. I don't believe I have the ability to build extra ammo yet. We do have these types of ammo, but I'm waiting for something called the AP rounds. Armor piercing rounds will be really nice to have later on. I'll just give you a flashbang. There we go. Over here, here's our gorilla. Here's some ceramic plating. I don't want to build too many nanoscale vests. We've already got like 10 built up. You've got 7 HP, so you don't need any more than that. I'm gonna once again follow the same logic with Jane Kelly. I'm gonna omit these 2 slots, that way you can move a little bit further and shoot things extra hard. Maybe over here, I'm gonna give you a med kit, probably flashbang or a grenade. Maybe an AP grenade, just to switch things up a little bit. And that is gonna be our squad, I think. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna start slapping some PCSs on people. For example, this hacking +5, that needs to go on somebody, and we got a hacker right there. Might as well give it to that guy. Sharpshooter over here, I'm gonna give you your depth perception. This is one of my favorite things to put on sharpshooters. Gives 5 aim, which isn't a whole bunch, but it also reduces enemies' dodge. I know you guys can't read through the gun. Enemies' dodge by 25 when you are at a higher elevation than your target. This is particularly good for eliminating the graze chances. Like you saw in that last mission where we were just grazing all our targets because of that 20% chance to graze. This 25% dodge negation is going to be pretty nice to have. There we go, and that is going to be our squad, I think. Now, let me just do one last quick check, make sure everything is all set up. I think it is. Alright then, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the Protect the Data Tab mission. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. Leave comments also, that helps out quite a bit too. Tell me what you guys like seeing. Any classes that you guys enjoy seeing in missions. I'll try to bring those on missions more often if you guys have any preferences. Until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.